Hello. I wanted to be sure to get another painting class in. I'm not feeling all that good, so it might be quick, but I want to make sure that you guys have something to paint on this quarantine thing. So let's turn this over and we're going to do a horse silhouette. So here we go. We're going to have, today, I'm going to leave out red. Okay. So we're going to do blue, yellow, and black. And I hope that you can see that. All right, to start with, let's make sure we got you right. We're gonna go ahead and start with a yellow. We're gonna put our horse right in the middle and it's gonna just be a silhouette. So let's just get a little bit of water down, and not water, white down in the middle. And I am using just a basic little brush, just a scrub brush. It's really ruined. So if you have a ruined one right now, you can use it too, just a big ruined brush. And then we can do a nicer brush later, because I've noticed that we're ruining a lot of brushes, aren't we? So when we start painting sometimes, you can use that old icky brush just to scrub it in and get it in there, okay? If you don't already have one. So then we're gonna get into our yellow. Get it on top of that white we just did, scrub it in. And then we'll kind of get it in a circle, whatever way you like to paint, okay? I want you to do it your way. Your way is probably the best way. Sorry, my hand hurts too bad to hold on to it. I'm gonna dip into the water and I'm gonna get into my yellow again. And this time I'm gonna go further out on the edges. I'm kind of doing mine in a square. I felt like being square and not round today. And maybe our horse will look better with like a square one, huh? All right. I got mine to the edges all but on these sides. I'm not too worried about them. But maybe bring it all the way to the edge here. All right. Now let's get into our white again. And let's just get a little layer of white at the in between where we just painted and your canvas. Just get a layer of white right there. And I'm not going all the way to this part because I want that to be really good and blue. Now get into our blue, and I didn't clean off my brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with where my painting canvas is clean, and then work my way down a little bit. So get that clean part in, nice and blue. And if you want it darker blue, go ahead and get it darker right there. Get as dark as you want. I don't know how dark you want it. But then I want you to bring it down, boop, 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 all the way, go side to side to side to side. And then I want you to keep going, 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 going. Keep going. Don't add any more paint. Just let it run out, guys. No more paint, no more paint. Keep going, 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 going. Boom. Then you ran into your white. Huh. So flip it up and keep going, going, going. Or lose your brush. Oh boy. And it's hard. I don't have my other hand. I can't hardly hold on. Okay. And then you can go back. Don't add any paint. And let's just go back up to the top again. Boop, 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 boop. Or the bottom, I should say, huh? You guys having fun? Are you having a good day? I sure hope so. All the way. Boom. Okay. Flip it back up. Oh. And voila! can rinse out your brush. And you can even get a nicer one if you want. I'm going to. So get that brush nice and cleaned, okay, guys? All right. Now, let's see, what brush do I want? What brush do we want? I don't want to add any grasses or any frills, but maybe, well, I don't know. Let's see how it looks, and we can do something later. I think we should add our horse. So, I'm going to use a small, I got paint everywhere, a small brush that's a flat brush like this. You see that? That's what I'm going to use. Get it into your, well, let's make it gray for a minute. Black. And our white. And mix it up together until you come up with a good gray. A gray you like. Can you hear my kitty cat? He's saying hi. Okay, get that brush nice and flat if you're using a flat brush. You may end up changing. I don't know what kind of brush you're gonna want. Okay, how are we gonna start our horse, you guys? I think first of all, we need to start with the eyeballs, huh? So let's go ahead and right about, well, let's start with an ear just so I can make sure that you guys stay on your canvas, okay? So let's make 2 ears for our horse. Let's go a V kind of shape like that. See how it goes up, make a point, and then come down like that. So it's sort of a V, but not really, huh? Go ahead and make sure that looks really good. Whoop, whoop, just like that. Get into your black again. Well, before we do that, let's make sure you got room for hair too, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and make mine a little bit longer here. Why don't you do that too? And we'll make some hair. Go whoop. And whoop, whoop. Silly, isn't it? But we can pretend that that's hair, right? How you doing? Okay, let's get another ear in. Let's go ahead right here. Let's see, about right. We want them to kind of be the same, huh? But not really, too, because we're gonna have a mane and everything. So about right there. Go ahead and get that ear in. And this one is a true like little V. It's kind of smaller. Whoop, whoop. How you doing? All right, let's go ahead and think about eyeballs now. Right about how do we want our eyes to be? They're not too far from their ears, are they, guys? So let's go ahead right here and go down like this and make a little eyeball from there. Whoop. That's its eye. That's all we got. That's all we got, guys. Okay, guys, are you ready? Now, let's go ahead and get that other one in. So it's going to be over here about the same portion of where that ear is, isn't it? So let's make this eyeball right here. Whoop. And this time, give it an eyelash. Go whoop. Just like that. This is his little eyelid. Might look a little bit weird. We might improvise as we go. Now we know that they have that little bone down their nose, don't we? So let's make sure we get that in there so we can see our horse a little bit easier. Get in your gray. Okay. My brush is getting dry. I bet yours is too. So dip it into your water. Okay, we need a nose. We need those nostrils so our horse can breathe, huh? So let's do his nose too. Now they're not gonna be even with his eyes or he's gonna have this ginormous nose. We don't want that, do we? So let's go ahead right about here and right about there, Okay, we're gonna make his nose. So right where we made those little lines that are kind of even with his little bones in his face, huh? Now we're gonna go ahead from here, those little lines, and we're gonna go, let me try to explain it to you easy. It's like a teardrop maybe. Go like that. Go like that. Got that? And then, whoop, whoop. How'd you do? I bet you did really good. And we're gonna go over this with black later, so you don't have to be exactly right now. I mean, if it's not as thick or filled in. Now let's make his little mouth, his nose or mouth, or, well, I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not a horse person, but I know some of you are. Whoop, there's smiley face. Some of you are really good with horses and love them, and that is why I'm doing it. I had a horse request. Okay, so see where those bones are in his face and his eyeballs? Well, we need to kind of like get his face in there so we know what his face looks like, huh? And it all has to kind of connect with everything. So about where the noses are, let's go whoop on both sides. Whoop. How'd you do? Remember to wet your brush if it's drying. Now here's his eyeballs, and below his eyeballs, let's go ahead and go whoop. Let's finish this cute face. Right below this eyeball. Whoop. Kind of looks like a horse, doesn't it? Well, I'm not a horse artist, okay? So about right here. And remember, we're going to do this in black, so don't worry if you got it wrong or right. Whoa. That's his neck. The other side now. Right about where this is. Let's go. Woo. And again, that's going to be black. Let's finish this part so we're done. This is going to be like where his neck is turning. Whoop. And this is going to be his little, well, it's his hiney back there, you guys. You just can't see it all. Whoop. And then let's go on this side. And we're going to start with all of that pretty hair mane. Now, what color is your hair mane? If you're going to have it white, you might want to go ahead and start with white. But you don't have to. And I don't know how this is going to look because I haven't painted it yet. I might even take it over and bring it back to black. But for now, let's do it this way for me. Just for me. So let's do that first mane of hair that comes up on the top of it. Now we've got this hair here, and we can change that white too if you like it. Let's go right about here from his ear and the other hair, and let's go. Woo. We don't want no drippies, do we? Woo. And let's get in our white again. And this time, let's go right about the same, about right here. Let's go. Woo. And make a little bit, maybe make these two whoop, whoop, lines like that. See how I gave them each a little hook? And since I'm going to keep mine white, I'm going to make sure that those are kind of done pretty. So go ahead and take the time to make yours pretty too if you think you're going to have them white. Keep it fluid as you can. And no drippies, huh? Kind of hard sometimes. Let's get back in our white and get paint on both sides. So we're going to have one kind of making him cute, huh, around his eye. So let's go back up high again, about right here. And let's go sexy eye look. What? Boom, around there. And I'm going to do mine wider. Boom. He's got the sexy hair look off to the side. And then we'll give him maybe a little more of this little whoop, little hook in there. we can fix that and make it any way you want. This is just kind of how we're doing it to get it started for you, huh? Now, right about here, let's give him some more hair. It's coming out, huh? It's the wind's blowing it, or he's running. Woof! Like that. And a little hook again, just to make it look cool on our wall. Whoop! And get your paint filled up with paint again, guys. And this time, let's do it. How are we gonna do this? Downwards. Whoa! Whoop. And one more down here, huh? Whoop. And let's give this one a hook. Whoop, like that. And we can come back later and fix all these things that aren't even, huh? We're just filling it in right now and getting it sketched out the way we like. Get some more paint on that brush of yours. And let's have a hair comb. Whoa! It's coming and showing that you can't see it anymore. It's off the canvas. The hair is blowing. How did you do? I bet good. Okay. So this is our horse. You can clean off your brush. And now I want you to get one of those brushes that has a point on it. Like this. Now I want you to kind of make everything beautiful. So if you want your horse's hair to be white or gray or even a different color, I want you to take these little brushes, this little brush, and I want you to just fill it in and make sure it's nice and done up well. And if you want yours to be a whole other different color, you know, maybe you want it to not even have the right colors of a horse, you can do that too. But the hair I'm choosing is white, it's gray. And then I'm going to rinse out my brush now. And I'm going to work on my horse's eyeball. I'm going to dip in my black and I'm going to go ahead and fix up. Whoa! Make sure you don't have too much water on your brush like I did. It was sitting in my water. And when I took it out, I didn't have a towel because I don't have one with me. So I'm being lazy. So I used something that I shouldn't have. So while that one's drying, we can go over to the other eye. And here is his eye. And maybe we want to go ahead and give him a little bit of an eyelash, like right here. And then we can do it to the other one too. Because I think that that's just the eye opener. Eyelid, I guess. And then go back over here and fill this in with black. How are you liking it? You guys doing okay? I sure hope so. Now, I'm not doing the inside. I'm just doing the outside of my ear. You're painting your decisions, right? I want you to just have fun. So you just don't even have to follow the same color scheme. You might want to redo this and do it in a blue sky or red sky, or, you know, because I just kind of did it in some fun colors and showed you just a fun little way of graduating or gradiating or making it look cool. I'm trying to stay out of your way so you can see what I'm doing. And my hand is completely asleep, so I'm not really doing well. I'm uncomfortable. But I want you to have another painting to do today. Now I have to go in and get an MRI, and I do not want to be late and then not get one in for you. I'm doing it before. Some of you guys might own a horse. Do you? Do you know somebody that owns a horse? Have you ever stopped alongside the road to give some grass that you picked? They're just so sweet, huh? They're so beautiful to look at. I really enjoy horses. They scare me a tiny bit, but I still love them. And I totally respect rodeo people that can get on those horses and ride them and make them happy and make themselves happy and make them behave. How did you do? I think this is beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and put 2020, 2020. I sure hope you guys had fun and you have a great day, and I will try to be able to do one again tomorrow. Thank you. Be sure to clean up, okay, for your mom.